Good morning everyone. This is lecture number 13 of engineering thermodynamics. In last lecture we have seen up to third law of thermodynamics. Today we will see formulas of entropy. Entropy estimation we will see as per the first law for the non-flow process. Specifically we will see for non-flow process because most of the numerical will be based on non-flow. Hardly one or two numerical can be there for flow process, but most of the numericals are based on non-flow process. Therefore, we'll see first for non-flow processes. As per the first law of thermodynamics, heat transfer, that is delta Q is equal to du plus delta W. This is the first law equation. Q is equal to du plus W. Du is a change in internal energy. Delta Q is a heat transfer and delta W is a work done. Du is a change in internal energy, and internal energy only change when volume remains constant. Therefore, relation for du is equal to mcv dt, and relation for work done is equal to pdv. Pdv is the work done for non-flow process or the closed system. Now we have to replace these two relations in the first equation and divide this equation by t. Why we have to divide this equation by t? Because we have to find formulas for entropy, and delta Q by T is the entropy. Therefore, we will divide equation number 1 by T, and we will add the value of du and delta W in this equation. If we add du equal to mcv dt and delta W is equal to pdv, the relation will be delta Q is equal to mcv dt plus P into dv. Now we are dividing it by T also. Therefore, delta Q by T is equal to mcv dt by T and P by T dv. But for ideal gas equation, we know the relation between PV and temperature, that is PV is equal to MRT. That is ideal gas equation, PV is equal to MRT. Or we can write P by T is equal to MRV. We have to replace this P by T. Therefore, P by T equal to MRV. Now replace this P by T by MR by V in the above equation. The equation will be ds. ds is a delta Q by T. Delta Q by T is a entropy, that is ds. mcv dt by T plus mr dv by V. Why we have converted this equation in term of dt by T and dv by V? Because we can integrate it. Now on integrating ds, we can write s or delta s will be equal to mcv T2 by T1 is equal to ln by T2 by T1. If we integrate, mcv is a constant, take it outside. Now integration of dt by T, whenever there is a derivative of denominator in the numerator, then the integration is the natural log of that term. Therefore, mcv ln it will be t. mcv ln it will be t. But when we apply the process 1 to 2, it will be ln t2 minus ln t1, and ln t2 minus ln t1 is a ln t2 by t1, just like log of a minus log of b. Log of a minus log of b is equal to log a minus a by b. Okay. Therefore, I have directly applied the relation. After integrating, we will get this final relation for left term. Therefore, it will be mcv ln t2 by t1. Similarly, for the right hand side term, mr is a constant, put it outside. Then dv by v, integration of dv by v is ln v2 by v1. Take it equation number 1. Now the equation number 1 was delta s is equal to mcv ln t2 by t1 plus mr ln v2 by v1. Now we can replace V2 by V1 and by P1 by P2. We know the relation. This is for the pressure and volume relation, because PV is equal to MRT and P1 V1 is equal to MRT1, P2 V2 is equal to MRT2. Therefore, we can replace V2 by V1 by P1 by P2. Now the same equation in term of, if we replace T2 by T1 by P2 by P1, these are three relations. Basically, we use in term of temperature, volume and pressure. In term of temperature and volume, it is mCv ln T2 by T1 plus mR ln V2 by V1. In term of temperature and pressure, mCp ln T2 by T1 plus mR ln P1 by P2. In term of pressure and volume, delta S mCv ln P2 by P1 plus mCp ln V2 by V1. Now these are the generalized equation where neither pressure nor volume and temperature remains constant. These are generalized pressure where all properties, pressure, temperature, volume changes. But if we want to derive the equation when some or the other properties are constant, just like constant volume process. Constant volume process is also called isochoric process. If the volume is remains constant, we can write above equation as, wherever there is a volume, we will remove that term, because if the V1 is equal to V2, then V2 by V1 is equal to 1, and log of that term will be equal to 0. Therefore, the equation number 1 will be delta S equal to mCv ln T2 by T1, and third term, because in second term there is no volume, we will write third term, delta S equal to mCv ln P2 by P1 at constant pressure process, isobaric process. Then we will take equation number 2 and equation number 3. In equation number 2, this term will be 0, and equation number 3, this term will be 0. Therefore, delta S equal to mCp ln T2 by T1 and delta S equal to mCp ln V2 by V1. For isothermal process, temperature is equal to constant, T1 is equal to T2. Therefore, the term where temperature is given, these two term will be 0. Only we will write a right hand side term. Therefore, equation 1 implies delta S equal to mR ln V2 by V1 and delta S equal to mR ln P1 by P2. Now we will see the numerical based on entropy. We have already seen some part of entropy in which we have derived the formula for entropy of universe. Entropy of universe is equal to entropy of system plus entropy of surrounding, because universe is equal to system plus surrounding. Determine change in entropy of universe. We have to calculate entropy of universe if copper block of 1 kg at 150 degrees Celsius. Copper block of 1 kg at 150 degrees Celsius is placed in a sea water at 25 degrees Celsius. Take heat capacity of copper at 0.393 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Listen here, we have to calculate entropy of universe, and entropy of universe is equal to entropy of system plus entropy of surrounding. Now, question is, what is system and what is surrounding? A copper block of 1 kg at 150 degrees Celsius is given. Therefore, consider copper block as a system and copper block is placed in a sea water, and consider sea water as a surrounding for it. Therefore, change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of block plus change in entropy of water. Now, copper block is system and water is a sea water is a surrounding. Now, change in entropy of block or the change in entropy of system we calculate by using this formula. Now, Since here pressure and volume is not given, therefore we will use such formula in which only temperature is given, and we have seen the formula based on the temperature. There are two formula: delta is equal to mcv ln T2 by T1, and another one is delta is equal to mcp ln T2 by T1. We can use this formula or this formula, but specific heat at constant volume or specific heat at constant pressure should have been given. Here specific heat is given 0.393 but it is not mentioned whether it is specific volume at constant pressure or specific volume at constant volume. Therefore we will write only C. The equation will be change in entropy of block will be mc ln T2 by T1. Now T2 is a final temperature and T1 is the initial temperature. Initial temperature of block is given. Initial temperature of block is 150 degrees Celsius. We have to put 150 in term of Kelvin. We have to add it to 73.15. But what about T1? Sorry, T1 is 150 because it is the initial temperature, and T2 is the final temperature. Now what about T2? What is the final temperature of block? Final temperature of copper block is not given. But copper block is immersed in a seawater. Seawater means it is placed in a sea, and sea is very huge. And temperature of sea is 25 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the temperature of copper will decrease up to 25 degrees Celsius. Temperature of sea water will not increase because block is very small and sea is very huge. Whenever such condition is there, we cannot say the temperature of water will increase because temperature of sea cannot increase, it is very huge. Therefore, the temperature of block will reduce up to 25 degrees Celsius. Therefore, final temperature of water is 25 degrees Celsius, which is 298.15 Kelvin. We can put these values in this equation. Delta S of block is equal to 1 because mass is 1 kg. C is 0.393. ln T2 is at 298.15 Kelvin. T1 is 423.15 Kelvin. And the change in entropy of block we are getting in minus because temperature is decreasing. As the temperature decreasing, entropy is also decreasing. Hence we are getting entropy, change in entropy in negative. Now entropy of C, which is called as a surrounding. Now heat lost by block is equal to heat gain by water. Heat lost by block is equal to heat gain by water. We have to calculate change in entropy of universe by using formula delta Q by T. Therefore, we need to find delta Q first. We cannot calculate heat gain by water because initial and final temperature of water is same, because water temperature is not going to change by a small block. But we know that a hot block is immersed in a sea. Therefore, heat lost by block is equal to heat gain by water. That we can relate. Therefore, heat loss by block. Since it is a heat loss, we are taking it in a minus. Heat loss by block is equal to AMC T2 minus T1, or MC difference of temperature. Higher temperature we take minus lower temperature. Therefore, minus 1 it is equal to minus 1 is a M into 0.393 is a C into highest temperature minus lowest temperature of block. and we got it in a negative, that is minus 49.125 kilojoule. Therefore, change in entropy of surrounding, that is water, is equal to Q upon T. Q is minus 49.125 kilojoule upon T. We are getting 0.165 kilojoule per Kelvin. Why we are taking a change in entropy is in a positive way? Because heat loss by block is a negative, but heat gain by water is a positive. That's why I am putting positive value here. Since we are getting negative, even though we are getting negative, why we are getting negative? Because heat loss by block is negative always, but heat gain by water is always positive. Therefore I will put positive value here. Therefore change of entropy of water 49.125 upon temperature of water, that is 25 degrees Celsius. 25 degrees Celsius means 298.15 Kelvin, which is 0.165 kilojoule per Kelvin we are getting. Now change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of block plus change in entropy of water. We'll add these two terms and we got 0.0274 kilojoule per Kelvin, or we can write 27.4 Kelvin. The next problem, determine change in entropy of universe. Again, change in entropy of universe you have to calculate. If the copper block of 1 kg at 27 degrees Celsius is a drop from a height of 200 meter in a seawater at 27 degrees Celsius, heat capacity of copper block is given. Now look at the question. We have to calculate change in entropy of universe if copper block. Now in this case copper block is a system of 1 kg at 27 degrees Celsius. It's a drop from a height of 200 meter in a seawater at 27 degrees Celsius. Now in this problem, block temperature is 27 degrees Celsius as well as water temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Means there is no heat interaction. There is no heat interaction. Now how to find a heat transfer? How to find heat transfer? We know the steady flow energy equation. Let us first look at the change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of block plus change in entropy of seawater. Since block and sea both are at the same temperature, therefore change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of seawater only. Change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of seawater because both are at same temperature. According to the steady flow energy equation, Q minus W is equal to delta U plus change in potential energy plus change in kinetic energy. Now in this case, a copper block is dropped. Copper block is dropped in a water. Therefore, there is no work done on the water. There is no work done on the water. Since the block is fall from a height, therefore it possesses some potential energy. Therefore, it possesses some potential energy. In this case, we have to consider change in heat is equal to potential energy. Change in kinetic energy equal to 0. Since there is no temperature difference, change in internal energy also 0. Hence, work done 0, change in kinetic energy 0, change in internal energy 0. Therefore, in this case, we have to consider Q is equal to change in potential energy only. Change in potential energy, that is mgh, is equal to 1 into 9.81 into 200. 1 is a mass. 1 is mass of block. G is acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.81, and 2 is the height from which block is dropped. Therefore, change in potential energy is 1962 joule. Therefore, Q is equal to 1962 joule. Now, change in internal energy, change in entropy of universe is equal to change in entropy of seawater only. In this case, we will not consider change in entropy of block because temperature is same. T2 by T1 will be 0. Ln T2 by T1 will be 0. Now, change in entropy of seawater. Change in entropy of seawater means change in entropy of universe. And change in entropy of universe is calculated by Q by T. And Q is 1962 upon T. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, means 300 Kelvin. And the change in entropy of seawater is 6.52 joule per kg Kelvin. Hence, the entropy change of universe is 6.54 joule per kg Kelvin. Third problem, determine entropy change of universe. We have to calculate determine entropy change of universe if two copper blocks of 1 kg and 0.5 kg. We have to calculate change in entropy of universe again. Here two copper blocks are given. One copper block of 1 kg and second copper block of 0.5 kg at 150 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius. Block 1 temperature is 150 and block 2 temperature is 0 degree. Are joined together. Specific heat of copper at 150 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius are 0.393 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and 0.381 kilojoule per kg Kelvin respectively. Now understand the problem. In this case, two blocks are given, two copper blocks having different specific heat. Hot copper block having 0.393 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and cold copper block having 0.381 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. First copper block weighs 1 kg and second copper block weighs 0.5 kg. First copper block temperature is 150 and second copper block temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Now two blocks are joined together. Therefore, in this case, change in entropy of universe will be equal to change in entropy of block 1 plus change in entropy of block 2. Two blocks are at a different temperature. Solve first at an equilibrium temperature. Let's find the equilibrium temperature and consider TF is the equilibrium temperature. Now what is equilibrium temperature? Two blocks are attached together. One is hot and another is a cold. What happen? The heat transfer will take place between these two blocks. Hot temperature will reduce the its temperature. Hot block will reduce its temperature and cold block will increase its temperature, and they will come to the same temperature at a particular time at some time, and that temperature will be between 150 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius. Therefore, first of all, we have to find the temperature at which heat transfer is 0. That temperature is called as a equilibrium temperature. Now, how to calculate equilibrium temperature? The heat loss by hot block is equal to heat gain by cold block. We have to balance the equation. Then the energy conversion equation is heat loss by hot block is equal to heat gain by cold block. Now heat loss by hot block is equal to AmCp change in temperature, AmCp dt, and heat gain by cold block is equal to again AmCp dt. Now hot block, mass of hot block is 1, mass of cold block is 0.5. Specific heat of hot block is 0.393, specific heat of cold block is 0.381, and change in temperature. Now in this case, hot block reduces temperature, therefore initial temperature or the highest temperature is 423, that is 150 degrees Celsius is 243.15 Kelvin. Therefore, highest temperature is 423.15, and it will reduce the temperature up to TF. TF we have to calculate is equal to change in temperature of cold block. The cold block will increase the temperature. Therefore, equilibrium temperature will be highest and initial temperature will be the lowest. Therefore, it will be TF minus 273.15. 273 is 0 degree Celsius. We have just added 273.15 to convert into Kelvin. On the both side, only TF is unknown. We can calculate TF, and TF we got as 374.19 Kelvin. Hence, the entropy change of block 1 due to the temperature changing from 423.15 to 374.19. For block 1, initial temperature was, that is T1 was 423 and T2 got 374. And for block 2, initial temperature was 273 and final temperature is 374. For block 1, temperature is reducing, and for block 2, temperature is increasing. Therefore, change in entropy of block 1 is mCp or mCln T2 by T1. In this case, for block 1, T2 is less than T1. Therefore, we will get change in entropy in negative. For block 2, change in entropy of block 2. Block 2 temperature was 0, that is 273, and final temperature is 374. Therefore, change in entropy of block 2 is 0.5 into mC ln T2 by T1. M of block 2 is 0.5, Cp of block 2 is 0.381 ln. Final temperature of block 2 is 374.19 and initial temperature was 273.15, which is equal to 0.0599 kilojoule per Kelvin. Now, change in entropy of universe is 0.0599 minus 0.0483, which is 0.0116 kilojoule per Kelvin. Therefore, change in entropy of universe we got 0.0116 kilojoule per Kelvin. Now, second part of unit 2 we will see in the next class.